Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Nerd Out Gaming. On today's episode, I'm going to go over close quarters a little bit, some of the new maps and some tips and tricks, and basically my first impressions of close quarters, the new expansion for Battlefield 3. And overall, I'm really enjoying this expansion so far. It kind of reminds me of like Counter-Strike, but a lot better. And that's basically kind of what it's like. It's a small map environment. There's no vehicles. And basically, you just run around in squads and teams, and kill the enemy. And there's also another game mode called Gunmaster. I might go into that later, or just do another video on that. But that's a very interesting mode where you get different weapons as you get kills. So every couple kills, you get like a better weapon. You start with the pistol and you go all the way up to, rifles. And then I think the last kill you got to get an actual knife kill. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Really like these new maps. Here I'm just kind of chilling on the roof of this one map. It's a pretty good area to pick people off from. But yeah, all the environments in this game are destructible pretty much. So in these office buildings and different areas of the map that you're going to see, you can shoot through walls. There's no really too many safe spots to hide, which is cool. It makes it really fast paced. They after you die, you respawn within about 2 seconds, 2 or 3 seconds. So there's not a lot of downtime, which is really good. It helps speed up the pace of the game. Which, another thing I wanted to mention is the points you get from playing these games is just ridiculous. Like 10 minute round, you might get like 4,000 or more points depending on how well you do, and that's a lot of points. It took a lot of work to get the points earlier. So yeah, that's kind of cool. I'll probably be doing these a lot just to level up my character. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this expansion. It's definitely put an emphasis on some of the things I really enjoyed the most in Battlefield 3, like the squad mechanics and team deathmatch style maps with no vehicles. I always felt they were more fun and just more balanced, I guess, because everyone's on foot. There's no vehicles to worry about. And also they're smaller maps, which makes it so you run into the enemy more often. You're not just running around forever and ever. But yeah, here's some footage of me doing fairly decently coming through the buildings, and I get shot there. But yeah, the buildings, the detail in the maps are just amazing. They might not be the biggest maps in the world. This is one of the smaller ones actually, but they are very well done, very modern, and it's something probably most games should strive for, is a level of quality like this. Got kind of fed up there, so I pulled out the shotgun, which sometimes is good in these kind of close quarter maps, So some of these maps, like the one I'm playing now, there's actual control points, and you basically walk up to those things and you can cap them, and they cap much quicker than they would in like Conquest, because this is a whole different game mode. I think it's called Conquest Domination or something like that. But yeah, so those cap really quick. There's a lot of emphasis on squad play. A lot of these maps you can't, really stay in one area. So, I always wanted a game with destructible environments like this. It's just really, it adds a lot of realism to the map, and it makes it feel like when you're firing, you're actually doing something, like causing some damage. So here I got fed up of dying, so I just kind of hid behind the grill for a second. There isn't too many places to hide, really. Got a kill right at the end there. Now this is one of the other maps that comes with the expansion. It's a really cool map. Reminds me kind of Counter-Strike, the Office map a little bit. But it's much bigger. It's 2 floors, and I believe there's a parking garage as well that spans the bottom of the map. So it's a very big map. You actually can get lost, and what's cool about it is it feels like a real building. Honestly, from start to finish, it's really nice in design. It's realistic, and it just feels like it could be like a real building. So that's really good. I definitely applaud them for the quality they put into this. The lighting I noticed in these new maps is just crazy. I love the Dow because a lot of times people aren't ready for it and you just fire it. They're dead before they even know it. So here we're defending these points that you see on the map as the enemy comes in, tries to take it. Didn't even see the grenade there, but it got me. So here I'm trying to defend. There's like 3 or 4 guys over there near the flag. I throw a nade, get a couple suppression kills, and I drop my claymore on the steps. My nade gets 1 kill, and I figure they're gonna come chase me because I know they saw me. And he doesn't hit the claymore there, but he hits it right there. I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, we end up eventually, I believe, taking this thing back. Get some reinforcements. Someone throws me a med kit, which was very nice of them. And yeah, I move up a little bit. Probably shouldn't have done that, but they end up killing enemies there, so it's not too big of a loss, and we move on. That guy, yeah, I don't know, I just walked right up to him. So here we try to push up this narrow staircase. Sometimes it's not a good idea, but we try anyways. This one guy's camped out pretty good over there. So I go in there and just, you know, like a jackass, just trying to kill him, and wasn't able to get him, but my little buddy here res me, so that was all good. As you can see, these maps are just huge. You know, I'm on the 2nd floor of this building, and then there's also a basement. And it's so large that sometimes you'll actually be running around and just, you'll have no idea where everyone's at. But I'm sure eventually once you learn it, it'd be a little easier. This expansion just came out today, so smoke. So that guy just walked up to him and killed him. His buddy got me, but stopped his killing spree, so. That's a cool camera angle. I like how it shows, you know, some of the action going on in the area there. So I just unloaded the whole clip, and I don't know how I didn't kill that guy, but nonetheless. Now here's the basement I was talking about earlier. I'm not too familiar with that area. I didn't go down there much yet, but supposedly it spans the whole bottom of the map, giving you an alternate route if you know, the top areas are you know, occupied. That's one thing they said with this expansion that they were trying to do is put in more vertical maps, you know, with multiple floors and things like that. So a lot of the maps you see are going to have, you know, 3, maybe 4 levels or more, with different access routes through each, with, like, you know, drop points where you could drop through the ceiling, or, like, you know, maybe even blow a hole through the ceiling or whatever, break some glass and jump down. So yeah, here's a little more of the basement area. So I got that guy and he killed me too. Kind of interesting. Our bullets must have crossed paths. So we pulled off the win in that one, and here is one of the other maps. This is the scrapyard. This is one of the ones I've played the most so far. It's a really cool design of a map. Basically, it's like 2 buildings and a railroad car track that, you know, goes down the middle. And you can't touch the ground floor. Basically, if you jump off the buildings, you'll die. So you have to stay in the buildings or on the structure somewhere. And yeah, it's a pretty small map. There's multiple levels in each warehouse side. One is like an older warehouse, and the other one is one that's like actually got some machines and different things in it. But very cool map. It's very dark. It's got a cool texture set to it. It's a very unique look compared to any of the Battlefield maps right now. And that's one thing I will say, is that the maps they released, all, even though it's only 4, I really wish they'd released more than that for expansion. I do want to say that, but for the 4 they did release, they're pretty good. It'd also be cool if they'd release like a map editor, or maybe let the community do some stuff. I know that's asking a lot, guys, but you know, that'd be nice. But anyways, yeah, the maps are really well done. You know, wish they had more, like I said, but you know, get what we can take. So yeah, here I'm just guarding this post. A lot of enemies were coming in a second ago, and obviously when I try to guard, they all leave, but yeah, they were all up there. Really liking this F2000 rifle, using it a lot. It's just really good off the hip or zoomed in. It's very accurate. It's got a good amount of strength. You can kill about 3 guys with 1 clip if you're, you know, accurate with it. And that was an off the hip shot there. I'm just running around rezzing, collecting points, pretty much. I found in these maps going the assault class, you know, aka medic, is the best option, pretty much, in my opinion, just because you can heal a little bit. There isn't a lot of cover, so sometimes you can just back yourself into a wall or corner and drop a med pack and stand on it. That's a really good tip I've found. If you stand on the med kit, you can usually take like 1 or 2 more bullets that you usually wouldn't be able to take. So that's another thing I do. But it depends on the situation. If I find there's a lot of guys grouped up, I'll sometimes go support. I rarely go sniper in these new maps. If I did, I'd probably use the SKS, which is a more of an assault type sniper gun. And engineer is useful from time to time, but I think the other classes are a little more useful most times. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I will get footage of the 4th map as well in future videos, but I want to get out some content to show you guys these new maps. I'll also have some videos showing like Gunmaster and some of the other cool game modes that came out with close quarters, so stay tuned for that. I think you guys will really like them. They're pretty cool. Definitely kind of like a step in the right direction for Battlefield. You know, putting more arcade stuff in, mixing it in with a more you know, kind of combination there. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Peace out.